welcome to Mommy Talk on Fuse Logic TV. I'm your host, Narissa Singh. I'm also a mom and small business owner. Mommy Talk is sponsored by Play and Learn Toys, the go-to source for unique toys that inspire learning and creativity. Today on Mommy Talk, we're bringing back, by popular demand, Tanis Miller, the Redneck Mommy. Also on our show today via Skype is Charlie Capon, co-creator of HowToBeADad.com. Tanis and Charlie will be going head-to-head in a battle of the sexes right here on Mommy Talk, so you won't want to miss our show today. Before we get started, though, I would like to send out a special thanks to Megan at Embellish in Sherwood Park and Momstown, Edmonton South, East, and Sherwood Park for partnering with Play and Learn Toys to host an open house event. To all the moms that came out, we had an amazing time meeting up with everyone and hope you enjoyed the event.
This is very professional right now. Sorry.
Oh, technical difficulties. Okay. All right. So before we get started, we're going to take a short break. And when we get back, we will start our discussion with the Redneck Mommy and a guy with a blog called How to Be a Dad. But that is actually how not to be a dad.
Based on his very quirky experience between two dads.
That's right. So as we take a break, though, you will get to watch a short video clip of Charlie and his son, Finn. Let's go to it. So you're watching...
Hey, it's Charlie and Finn from How to Be a Dad. Want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so I just wanted to say thank you. Hey, it's Charlie and Finn from How to Be a Dad. Yep, exactly. Finn, do you want to say anything? Aye. That's all he wants to say. Happy 4th of July. Thank you so much for coming to the site. You guys have... What he's saying is you guys doubled our traffic, which is insane. He's losing his mind over it. You guys doubled our traffic. Thank you so much. Okay, we got some really cool stuff coming up. We got some more bad product ideas. We got more verses, baby verses stuff. We're going to be doing a bunch of new video stuff coming up too, and some guest posts. So please, all your support, all your sharing is so awesome. We don't know why we have so many people following us. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome. I think it's because we were featured in the Twitter who to follow suggested followers thing, which I can show you a screenshot right here. But I'm not certain that that's it. I mean, you guys are following us. You tell me how you got to us. I have no idea. I mean, we're broke, man. We're broke. We don't have money to pay for any of that stuff, to get juiced up or whatever. We're not, Lance Armstronging or Arnold Schwarzeneggering or Sylvester Stalloning or whatever. We don't know how to do that. So if any of you thought that we were, I don't know, I don't even, you know what, actually, we need more followers. Can you guys email me and tell me how you guys bought followers, and then I'll hold like a contest where people will donate money and then we'll buy followers, because I don't know how you do that. Can you just, that'd be awesome. Thanks so much. But that's that rumor right there, so there you go. Have a great holiday weekend. Stay safe. Finn, do you want to say anything?
Hi.
I guess that's it. His hair's really long. He needs a haircut. Don't judge me, okay? Anything else, Finn? And that's it from us. All right, have a great weekend. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Mommy Talk on Fuse Logic TV. I'm your host, Narissa Singh with Play and Learn Toys. We have Tanis Miller, the Redneck Mommy, joining us today, along with Charlie from How to Be a Dad. If you tuned into our last show, we were talking with Tanis
Based on some of the discussion, Charlie was game to this to add his perspective to the mix.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My AirPods keep falling out.
We're
so
very
I'm
professional
sorry.
today.
This is
So for those
this
of
is
you
just such a
joining
goofball
us
show today.
live,
I'm sorry.
please feel free to join us in the chat room if you have questions or comments on the discussions going on.
Thank you to my co-host. All right, so Charlie, a little bit about you. Charlie, hello.
Hello, Charlie.
Yeah, I'm
Back over
listening.
here,
I'm
buddy.
totally listening to you right
All
now.
right. Charlie in his robe. You're an actor, musician, writer, and dad based out of LA. And you created this blog, How to Be a Dad, along with your friend Andy. Tell us a little bit about what got you started in this project and your experience so far.
Well, essentially what happened was I had this. I was having a lot of experiences, and I noticed that there were a lot of mommy blogs, but not as many dad blogs. So Andy and I actually met Andy on Facebook. He was a friend of a friend, and he was posting these insane graphic design birthday cards for his kids, which are on our site. And I knew he worked at a design company, so I basically just wanted to leverage him into working with me, and he's also a genius writer. So I was really stoked to just be able to. He's going nuts. Essentially, I was having all these experiences. I wanted to write, and my father was a writer, and I just wanted to have fun and talk about being a dad and how much fun it is.
Yeah.
Like right now,
Oh yeah,
It's a lot of fun. So much fun, eh? So, Charlie, you watched the interview.
You
with-
have props. That is so unfair. You're like cheating. He's got props.
I'm at home with this is my son's toy. I was giving it to him.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
such a liar.
with the pose.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. You watched Tanis on her last show, and we all know that you're such a huge fan of hers. She's one
Well.
of Canada's top mom
Secrets
bloggers.
Well.
out of Charlie.
Well,
She
That's
already
not-
she already knows that you totally think she's the what did he say?
Cat's ass, I
Cat's
believe.
everybody mentioned cat's ass.
So what was there a specific comment or part of that interview that sparked a nerve that you wanted to come and spar with her today?
Well, I have a few things to say. First of all,
Okay, he has a
Bring
few
it, Charlie.
things to say.
I have a few things to answer
Yes.
up to here to talk about. One is, the coming home and how much trouble you go to for your husband to get pretty and all that stuff is I think it's way overblown. Personally, me personally, I'm not
First
there
of
to
all-
see you. But by the way, you described it. What's up, buddy?
I have seen your wife. If I looked like your wife, I wouldn't have to get pretty. So I mean,
Very
whatever.
beautiful. But the way that I get prepared for my wife, let's just talk about that.
Well, that was
Oh, yeah,
one of my
let's
questions.
go.
Like,
Let's
what
do
do
that,
you do
because
to
you
prepare for
obviously-
your
I
wife?
go through a lot of trouble for my wife. First of all, I don't shower for a week because she enjoys my must.
Evan, don't you have a picture you could show right about now
That's
to show
right.
us
Let's-
just
let's-
how you
let's-
prepare for your wife?
Okay.
Oh no, that's not. no,
Let's take a look
I have
at
a feeling I
Charlie.
don't-
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There
Oh,
we
that's
go.
the
So
picture.
please.
I think that's actually going to do him more favors
Like
than you
you
think.
don't spend more time primping
No.
and pulling out nipple hair than any of us, please.
I don't
We know
have
this.
nipple hair.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like-
know. That's the problem.
That's the point. Like, women do all these horrible things to themselves, like going through all these painful experiments just to impress or excite the guy.
Yeah, no. Listen, there is no tweaking, no waxing of any kind going on in my household from a male perspective.
And and that's just the point, though, because there you go, here I am in all my glory, like, whoa.
I'm being steamrolled here. This is totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. I posted that picture in a post about me and my wife not having sex after we had Finn because it was something I texted to her, and
Because she felt like, oh my god,
Exactly,
I just
because
had
she
a
felt
baby.
unattractive and she
look
just
at
had
me,
a
I
baby.
Totally.
Like,
and then he puts salt to the wound.
I know, and
by like
posing in his Superman underwear.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. So I got nothing to. I didn't push out like a freaking 7-pound baby, and I didn't gain all this weight. Just look at me.
That's right,
Wait,
Charlie.
he's like 9 pounds more.
Dude, yeah, you're totally, no.
So, yeah.
Dug yourself in that hole. Like,
you're not winning with that
you
one.
can't redeem it.
Because if I could step out of the shower and pose in my underwear like that and get my husband all hot and bothered, you really think I'd bother to shave my legs once a year?
Okay.
Because I wouldn't.
No,
No kidding, right? Like
truth
after
that if
3
you were-
babies?
It is a universal truth that if you were to do that for your husband, I don't care what you think about yourself, that it would work. Let's not split any hairs here. That you think taking a picture of yourself wouldn't do that for your husband?
No, the point is taking a picture unkept, hairy legs, unshaven, certain area, just like
all the primping
all
and
the
the makeup
primping
and
all
everything.
the torture that we go through to look good.
But I mean,
there's a reason my husband lives far away, Charlie. He's seen what I look like unkept.
Okay.
guess
Well,
the
I
point
do
is-
have a process.
I
I don't bathe for a week, so I sort of get a good musk going because she enjoys my musk.
Oh,
I
Sure
may
she
or may
does,
not.
eh? Yeah.
I may or may not clip my toenails because things get a little crazy.
Where is Amara, by the way, that we can like really get her opinion on whether she really enjoys that musk?
Yeah, where's your wife?
Yeah.
You should take my word for it.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay.
And the other thing I do is I do trim areas of my body because otherwise I would be a giant human chia pet.
Charlie, there's such a thing that we're just
Too
going to
much
explain too much information. I don't really want to know if you trim your butt
I don't
hairs.
know this,
Thank
but
you.
bloggers are really good at the too much information thing.
But at the same,
I have not ever met a blogger
when
that
you
shares too much
agree though,
information.
no, but when you agree, okay, so he trims. Like, how painful is that? Why don't you? You know what? We dare you, Charlie, to wax those hairs.
Yeah,
No,
like-
never gonna happen.
Yeah. Well,
Never
you know
gonna
what?
happen.
And that's the point. Like, we go through all this pain and
that's right.
drama.
Not
for
Drama.
for the.
honey,
there's
it
drama.
does. You put hot wax to anywhere
face,
down your cooter area.
That's my challenge
drama.
to you. Try if you want to be on the same level as us, women. Go wax.
You
go wax.
you spend
Go
one
wax.
afternoon
Yeah.
getting out of the shower and plucking your nipple hair, Charlie, and then you talk to me. Talk to me then.
First
dare
of
you.
all, are you then intimating that you have nipple hair and you pluck it? Because let's just call it spade a spade
Blog
here.
posts about this, Charlie. This is not.
Quid pro quo.
This is a well-known fact. I mean, I'm very open about the fact that I'm sprouting hairs in places that God should not be putting hairs. So, I mean,
See, one of the
walk a-
negatives that we have to deal
I
with
know.
as a woman, like, you know.
walk a mile in my shoes, Charlie.
I could, but I'd have to move to Canada, and I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Charlie, here's a question. Obviously, I don't know, with you sitting there in your bathrobe, sucking on a sippy cup. Not sippy. What are dads doing these days to keep the sexy alive?
What are we doing? First of all, that phrase is amazing. Let's just start there. What are we doing to keep
Anything? Like, I
the,
mean, all the
the
pressure.
sexy
I
life?
think you just
how
named
we
the
bring
episode.
Sexy back is what you're saying?
Well, you know what? Like, this is my thing, right? All the pressure is on the woman. Oh, you gotta look good. Oh, put on the sexy stuff, right? For me, because it's all pressure on the woman to like, oh yeah, keep the spark going, and whereas the dads, the guys are just like, yeah, I'm here. Let's rock and roll.
Okay. I don't know about
My
that.
husband thinks it's sexy if he comes
I
to bed
just-
wearing
yeah, I
black
lay around-
socks. I mean, that is the epitome of sexy for him. So,
I just lay around.
There you go.
Yeah, I just lay around with nothing on, going, "Yeah, let's go. What's going on?"
That's right. Just yeah.
What a gross generalization that is. No, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
basically, you guys have
for
nothing
the
to worry.
lowest
You
common
guys do
denominator.
nothing, right? Pretty much.
I think men have to go through some. I mean, we gain weight during pregnancy. We have trouble with
Wait,
our
let's go
bodies
back-
because
let's-
we see guys
let's
who are
go back to
super
that
ripped all the
picture.
time.
Let's go back to that picture.
can we
again,
flash
Evan?
back to that picture?
Yeah,
I would like
yeah.
you to show
This
me
was-
exactly where that weight
Wait,
gain is.
let's go back to that.
You don't have
Evan.
to
Was it in
pull a
your-
picture.
in your
That's
press?
after 40 pounds of
I'm
weight
sorry.
loss.
Oh,
Did your
please.
wife just had her? Your wife just had the baby when that picture was taken?
No, that was about 8 months after she had the baby. I worked. I ate. That was me working hard, suffering for my woman.
Yes.
So you say, oh, we have to do all this stuff. I was in the gym like twice a day trying to be good enough for my wife, and you are just steamrolling me.
We're
again.
crashing. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this? What do dads do but don't get the recognition for?
Everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Thursday.
That goes for husbands
Wait
as
a
well,
second,
FYI.
Charlie, you're a stay-at-home dad, right?
Yeah.
I was a stay-at-home dad for the first 6-8 months of my son's life. I was taking him to auditions. It was crazy. I did a lot. I would say I was super involved. But the thing is there seems to be some sort of every commercial I see nowadays is when they're talking about baby products is a dad messing something up, like the dad trying to change the diaper and messing up, the dad melting the little toy playhouse, with the barbecue grill. I feel like there's a rampant sense of dads are only funny when they're messing up being a dad. And I'm here to say that dads do a lot. Dads do more than they're given credit for. And I think that one of the coolest things about being a dad is being able to participate and still be masculine, still be a guy, be a participant raising your kid.
That's true.
That's right. I just smacked you down right there, didn't I?
Yay, point to Charlie.
You just dropped a truth bomb.
We
boom,
gotta
I'm
give him
gonna drop-
credit there. Okay,
No, he was good.
We give you credit.
And I full props to parents, whether they're male or female, that are hands-on with their kids, because too many parents, whether you're a mom or a dad,
That's
just
right.
walk away from their parental
Hey, let's
responsibilities.
just go watch TV.
Exactly.
Right?
So good on you, Charlie, for not
Thank
melting
you.
that dollhouse on the barbecue grill. I'm very proud of you. Very proud.
Thank you. I try not to burn stuff down. That doesn't mean I don't make mistakes, but I think it's important that guys know that they can be super manly and awesome and still have a kid attached to them. I mean, there's just a ton of guys, especially down here in LA. There's a ton of hipster guys with all these tattoos and stuff with a kid. It's just they look badass. I don't know what to tell you.
So are you telling us that you're going to get a tattoo? Because
I already
personally,
have a tattoo.
get more of them. 'Cause
I'm gonna get
I dig
45 of
tattoos.
them.
Go 45. Excellent. That's wonderful.
So basically, he's saying what women can do, dad can do.
no,
just the same?
No, I don't. I don't know. Charlie, are you saying that?
I'm saying we do, exactly the same. I can breastfeed, I can do all that stuff.
Oh, I didn't exactly
And I
mean
can
it
personally
like
teach
that.
my children how to pee standing up. So I think really we're the ultimate match.
That's a good
You're
point, actually.
talented, really. Holy cow!
I'm into potty training now, so that's a big thing. We thought we were gonna have a girl. First of all, we thought we were gonna have a girl. It was gonna be some, it would be like Daddy's little girl. Oh, say hi to Raina. This is Raina.
Hi, Raina.
Don't worry about it.
Dear in
So-
Charlie,
headlights.
we're on the Charlie show.
I know.
This is definitely my show, by the way.
All right, Charlie. Speaking of like all the pain that women endure and whatever, let's talk about childbirth. There's something that men will definitely never be able to handle. And
Why not?
you actually why not? Well,
Hey, did you see that guy that?
Are you gonna take? Why not?
The
Why?
guy that gave birth, the girl, the man dude, or
Yeah.
the woman dude, he gets a 6-pack now. So, anyways, we're deviating.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to point that out that I read way too much TMZ. So.
Why? No, I didn't see that, so I can't comment. I'm like, I don't keep up.
Well,
But
Go on.
why not? Why not? Because
totally.
he obviously won't take the challenge on getting waxed. Like, if you can do that, then hey,
Okay,
why not?
well-
You can totally go through childbirth. We're gonna pull up one of your diagrams, the Universal Birth Reaction Assessment Tool.
Yes.
According to you, and Charlie, go through that. Go through the stages there of the childbirth reaction from your perspective.
Can do. So we got number 1, which is I love you. You're doing great. I'm really into this. We're gonna have a baby. I'm super excited. The second phase is whoa. I didn't expect to see that. This is kind of getting a little freaky. And then we're starting to get into 4 and a 5, and we're like, I don't know if that's supposed to move that way. Does that piece of skin do that? Is that okay? Is this natural? And then the next one is, oh my God, she's a human transformer. I think that things are, did she break her hips just now? I don't know what's going on. Then there's number 10 really is where things get really ugly, because then it's just complete fear and terror and chaos. Finally, there's number 11, which is complete.
Oh my
complete
God!
meltdown.
Like, yeah, what just happened there?
Yeah,
Like-
but then there's also the possible, which is number X, which can occur at any time, which is complete unconsciousness. where somebody just loses it and just falls down. I mean, they told me I wasn't allowed to be near my wife when they tried to put the IV in. I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Yeah, people faint just doing that." So I don't know how they would deal with childbirth.
So yeah, you think you can handle that though?
So which number were you, Charlie?
Yeah.
I was 0.
You
All
were
of them.
0.
Yeah.
I was omniscient, totally like a Hindu cow, just sitting. I'm like, this is
Just go.
so amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so excited about this.
My husband, for the first one, he was really good. It was really good until he compared me to actually being a cow giving birth because he's a farmer. And then I might have lost my mind on him. So then he immediately, he went to the X mode because he knew I was going to kill him. And then the second one, he did almost, and he is a farmer and he already saw the first one before. The second one, he almost did pass out because he said that it was more gruesome the second time around.
Oh,
And
really?
then, I know. He
can't
lost his
imagine how
man
that
card. He lost his man card. And then the third one, I actually did break my hips during delivery and everything. And it was a panic. And he was really at number 10 the entire time. Like, he really was. It was horrifying.
That's-
Like what's going on here?
incredible.
Total fear.
Yeah.
Well, I can relate. I've had 2 C-sections, so pretty much. But
Yeah, my wife is.
I will say though, in the hospital, I was like, obviously with my first one in there, hearing the lady in the next room like bawling and screaming, and
Really
I
tough.
just like clenched and sucked that, and I'm like, don't come out that way, please. She's like, oh God, please.
That's a rough one.
If I can just like not let this thing come out that way, that will be.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
can't
my
relate, sorry.
wife had our son in under 4 hours with no drugs. She's a total trooper. We basically we called people up and said, "Listen, this is this is happening," and they said, "No, you're going to go through some early labor." And I was timing the contractions, and I knew what phase we were in, but people sort of couldn't believe it. So by the time we got to the hospital, it was 3 pushes. We didn't have any option to do anything else. It was.
Were you one of those dads that were like, "Okay, honey, breathe"?
I was.
Do your counting, because did you go
yeah.
through that? Did your husband do that?
The first time, and then, like I said, I just about ripped his face
Yeah,
off, and then he
like-
just backed off. And
Totally. Like, you watch the pregnancy video for the first
Yeah.
ones coming. Oh, we count.
Really,
and
my
we breathe.
husband thought
And
it
then-
would be more appropriate to make inappropriate jokes the
Jokes.
entire time because he knows that I thrive on humor. At that time, however, when a small rabid beast was making its way out through my vagina, I was really not in the mood for jokes. So, I mean, you just can't win.
during
So.
contractions, and he goes, "Okay, start breathing. Count 1, 2. You get the out of
Yeah.
here!" Like,
Oh
There
my
was some
God.
moments.
yeah. Okay.
Well, my wife said, "I'm not getting in the car," and I said, "You're getting in the car." And then we actually, I'm not going to talk about exactly how it all went down because it got pretty crazy. But suffice to say, I was there. And here's the other thing.
Suffice to say, he was there.
If I say I was there, let's just say that. I understand that some men don't want to see what happens down there, and I frankly have to disagree because I wouldn't have taken back seeing my son come into the world for anything in the world. And I know some guys are like, "Oh my God, once you see it, you can't unsee it," and all this stuff, but it hasn't changed my perception of my wife or of my son. It was incredible. So I would highly recommend that to the 30,000 dads watching right now.
I'm just sort of stuck on a mental image right now that we should just move off this topic
Yeah.
because
I agree.
You know
I agree.
what? We're gonna go, Charlie, on how to be a dad. I love this section. My wife just said, and pretty much I love them all, but we can't really go through it. But one of my favorites is one that was posted by Andy that Elizabeth said, "My job is to raise the kids. Your job is to shut up."
See, and when I make that face, my husband always says, "That's the face you need to make." But really, wow.
Don't you love that?
I really love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna borrow that. I'm gonna borrow that. I hope Elizabeth's
That is-
okay with it. I'm just like
Yes.
totally gonna borrow that
There's
line.
that usage. I just want to make that very clear. There are royalties associated with that phrase now. Yeah, Dad.
As my husband says, if I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you. So
that's right.
yeah, that's what I say to that.
And when he told me that quote, he said that when she said it almost like she was just verbal diarrhea, and then she was like, "Wow, that was the most amazing thing I've ever said." So I don't know if it was quite like the the stabbing motion that it sounds like, but it was definitely
right up there. Except,
Yeah.
like, I totally have potty mouth, so there'll be a few kisses in there.
Potty mouth. I am a well-trained
my
lady.
5-year-old's got to say, Mom, I've told you not to say those words in front of Kaden.
My 13-year-old asked me to get baked with him last night and ride some escalators. I am so not one to judge. I know. I just want to say he doesn't get it from me. It's from the other side of the family. So.
Tennis comments. Okay, this is another one posted by Charlie that Avara said. Trying to keep in mind what my mother taught me. If you're going to be sick, wish for the stomach flu. That way you can lose a few pounds.
My wife is like a Swiss Army knife.
I think that's great, actually.
Yeah.
She never gives up. She just finds the silver lining in everything. She's
Although, from the picture of Charlie in his underwear, I don't think he can stand to lose any weight. So
By the way, Evan, can we
go back to that picture?
Let's take a look at that picture.
See, really, I don't see there's a lot of weight on that picture to be lost.
No.
So you're welcome, Charlie, by the way.
No, not welcome. No, thank you. I'm not a piece of meat.
You know when you wanted to be, we had to do it, right? Like you wanted to come here, do battle with tennis, like take on the woman. Like what did you expect? Like what did you expect? Like,
Wait, 1 second. Is this the battle of the sexiest? I thought this was the battle of the sexiest.
Do we really want to get in there right now?
He's ready to go. He's already in his robe.
I know that one.
Yeah. Okay, here's another one. Posted by Andy again, and Elizabeth said, "This month, can you have my period? Please take my period." I would say there's another thing they won't be able to handle.
No.
I can handle a period. I think I get pretty premenstrual.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, like we totally get like dang, like your period. You're expecting a period.
Men
aren't
suffer
you? Like,
because
you know,
of
we
that
get
as well.
emotional.
Oh, please. You do not suffer, Evan.
The fallout alone.
Yeah, the fallout is sometimes worse than the blast. I have
You
to
don't
say.
know what suffering is.
Yeah, it's really rough having a uterus. Apparently, why do I have the opposite? I don't know. It's always my choice.
I say to Clint all the time, it could get a hell of a lot worse. Like I can make your life.
I know exactly what. Just feed me chocolate and give me space.
So
that's all I need.
Dude, you don't know what. Yeah, you got it.
That's
easy.
amazing. Mac just said for men, life with women is one long period.
Oh!
Wow.
Ouch!
And Pete just said I menstruate all the time. So there you go. I menstruate too.
My favorite question to ask my wife is, "What's wrong?"
What's wrong?
Don't do
Come
it.
here. Say it a little closer to me so I can answer you properly.
Don't.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me if you agree with me, because I'm like, I wasn't always the way that I am when you first met me. No, they made us this way. I swear. Like
I say that to my kids, actually.
Life is like
You
like
made
a
me this
period
way.
living with women. I'm like, dude, you made us this way.
That's
like
right.
having to live with you guys, just like
Wait, but
totally.
why do women all have the period at the same time? I don't like a perfect storm.
It's biology, honestly.
And it's like the moon or something. Lunar cycles we do. We
It's really
sync up.
scary.
It's
It's like all of a sudden some sort of virus goes around and everybody is like wanting to rip my face off.
Yeah.
It's like zombification. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I was once one guy in a house full of 5 female roommates.
That's unfair.
That's scary, Evan.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yep.
Who has the easier job, the stay-at-home parent or the one that goes off to work outside the home?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I'm not even gonna know. I see.
I know,
you
you
know
don't
that
wanna
one's like
touch
just
that.
asking
That is
for
so
a
loaded.
lot of like comments.
I
Like,
love all the parents that work, like my husband, and I love
you're
all
not
the
you're not
parents
daring to
stay at
take
home
that.
like
You're not
me.
daring to
Nope.
take that one on.
No.
Neither of them. Single parents rule all. How about that?
Nope, not going there either.
Oh man.
Yep. Loaded question.
My mom was a single,
Next.
My mom was a single mom with me and my brother, and when we became teenagers, when we were throwing chairs at each other and stuff, I can't even imagine how she even coped with that because it was testosterone horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie, we're going to take a look at a couple of your other diagrams. Hypomondria and
yes.
hyperdadria. So, the differences between how mums and dads think and their interpretation of certain medical emergencies, I guess?
Which,
Yes.
by the way, you know what, Charlie? I wanted to say this when I first saw you, or saw this diagram.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass. This is so not true.
Well, that was going to be my other question.
It's an exaggeration
do you
for the
take
sake of
offense?
comedic
Do you take
purpose.
offense?
I do, actually, but I get that my typical experience is not most mothers' typical experiences, and, I practically live in a hospital, but I like to think that before my youngest child was born and my fourth child came along, that I was not this neurotic.
Over exaggerated.
Yeah.
Now, whose opinion is this, Charlie? Like, this is all out of your head that this is how what mothers see, as opposed to what dads see?
I'm not going to say every diagram that we do is one or both of us at the same time. So I'm not going to say which one of us, because that would divide us, and you cannot conquer Andy and Charlie.
Although I do like
very smart man.
He won't take the responsibility because he doesn't want us to give him shit all on his own.
I know.
You see, that's such a good friend to Andy. Hey,
he's
like
really not as dumb as he looks. So, well
Wow.
done.
Thank you,
I
Dennis.
have to admit, though, that with my first, for the first couple months, I was a little bit like this. And
Were
then
you?
I was like, like
That's so
Is she
incredulous,
sleeping?
Dennis.
Like,
It's so people moms can't get like that.
Oh, I believe, but just on a general whole, I don't think all mothers are like that. Just the short little neurotic ones.
yeah.
Just first time mothers.
Yeah, the first time. I said the first time, first couple
I'm
months.
just
The
shutting
second
up.
one, I was just like, whatever, dude, I don't care.
Yeah.
Climb.
But the hyperdadria one I thought was hilarious, actually, and spot on, because I'm sexist like that, so.
Oh, good. That's, again, with the dadism, the blatant dadism.
Totally, I played right into that one, so absolutely.
Oh, man. I just feel like there are definitely extremes from both sides, but and I think I know dads who get a little neurotic about stuff too. When they have, especially if they have a daughter, they want to protect her. They want to make sure she's safe. But I think we are just looking at the fact that people can be completely insane about parenting, excluding present company.
Of course.
Yeah.
And everybody watching us, of course.
Yeah.
They're all sane, so.
Geniuses.
We have a question from the chat room.
I've been battling with these things
those
like
are the-
all
Narissa's
shows.
ear-
Michael
I'm
hates those too.
sorry, like
Falling out,
yeah. So
So-
I apologize. The entire show, I'm just like battling.
Christine in the chat room asks both Tanis and Charlie for your opinion. Your child falls down and scrapes his or her knee. What would you do? Tanis, go.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, duct tape.
Yeah, go wash it off. Really, that's my common thing. Suck it up, Buttercup. If
I usually apply stitches.
you're not bleeding, you're not broken.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Except like in my household, when there's blood, there's a fair amount of screaming involved. So you kind of want to.
That movie, There Will Be Blood, was about parenting, right?
I'm sure of it. Yeah. So I mean, we've run the gamut with medical emergencies at our house, and for the most part, I'm okay. The only time I was not okay with it was my daughter was 6, and she was pulling a 100-pound garden wagon down our driveway, which is steep, sloped. And my son was in the wagon, and the weight of the wagon combined with my son in it kind of pushed the wagon over top of my daughter and squished her knee. And so she had gravel in it and everything, and all of the guts came out, split open, and I was barbecuing at the time, and it was all not very cool. So my husband actually had to take her to the hospital. So
Fun time.
and then I guess there was a time just this year my son just about cut his fingers off with the bandsaw. You know what? I totally freak out.
Whoa,
Whatever.
bandsaw?
Yeah, you're such a liar right now.
Just like,
what?
yeah, bandsaw. That was awesome, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Well, the thing is, though, you can't so if someone were to say, "Wow, good parenting," things will happen. Things always do, and I got my fair share of stuff as a kid, so I try to relate that with what I went through and give him enough space to freak out and figure it out, and hopefully not lose an appendage. I'm sure my wife's going to see this and kill me now.
But in a nice way.
My brother and I grew up in rural Texas and used to try to find snakes.
Oh,
So
awesome.
I have much respect for my mother not completely and utterly freaking out about the antics we got up to in the middle of nowhere in Texas.
If my kids brought home a snake, I would my head might pop off.
Well, I've busted my brother's heads for like about 3 or 4 times, and they had to, just normal kid stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Like breaking bones and killing people.
I encourage my children to jump out of trees. So exactly.
Yeah. So well, you know what? We had quite a few video clips to show, which we didn't get to today because, the conversation was just so riveting. Any last words, Charlie?
Any last words? You want me to do like a final...
For our show today.
Like a final rebuttal, like my thought of the week. Yes, I think dads are better than moms. Whoop, there it is.
Can I have a final word?
Yes.
I just want to say, Charlie, your robe is real pretty. That's all. You're just, as my husband will say when I say something really stupid, you're just really pretty, Charlie.
And should we go back to that picture?
Yeah, can we go back to that picture?
Go back to the pretty picture.
You're just really pretty. So you can have your opinions. You're just real pretty.
Am I just a piece of meat to you guys?
That's kind of like sounding a little bit like an F you, Charlie. I'm sorry, from Tannis. So.
Wow. I don't know if I do want to hang out with you 2 weeks from or a week.
That's okay. I'm sure I'll find somebody else. Not real heartbroken over it. Oh.
Evan, do we have any more questions, or are we good to go?
You heard the chat room. Any last questions? There's a lot of great comments going on, but.
Oh dear, I so apologize to everyone in the chat room.
It has been like a goofy show today. Yeah. I'm sorry.
This is the best show ever.
Thank you. I'd like to take responsibility for that.
Yeah. Thanks again for joining in on the Charlie show.
I try. It's every day's a fight.
No questions?
I drove an hour in for this.
No.
Yeah.
And
everyone's just saying how much they're loving
it. That's awesome. An hour worth of gas. And I have to drive an hour back home.
Well, here's your chance, Charlie.
I'm going to go to sleep right now.
You got
that's awesome. That's
20 seconds to totally tell Charlie, lay it all out.
Yeah, lay it all out, Tannis.
I actually found Charlie Charlie found me on the internet, and I really enjoy him. I think you've got a great site, but I like Andy better. Just so there you go.
I was gonna say that Tannis is a salt of the earth, amazing person with who's doing amazing things for a lot of great causes. But now I'm not gonna say that because
I know.
Ruin.
But it's okay. It's okay. I can feel the love through the camera. Totally. Mm-hmm. It's a love fest over here.
Well, we're starting our own charity. I just want to let you know. We're going to be rolling it out. It's called Save the Gummy Bears. You're going to see it very soon. It's almost as good as your charity affiliations.
Awesome.
And, we'll see.
I'll totally not help you with that. But anything you don't need, let me know.
That's right. All right. So, thanks again to Tannis for coming out an hour away, driving all the way out to Sherwood Park, and to Charlie for entertaining us with
thank you, Charlie.
His diagrams and
yes, and your picture. You're very, very
comments.
pretty.
Yes,
so
that's
pretty.
Right. Okay, so these two, there you go, writers. Whose blogs are comical, entertaining, and pretty much very the story of their lives, really. You can find them on, for Tannis, redneckmommy.com, and Charlie at howtobeadad.com, and follow them on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Mm-hmm. And thanks to Evan behind the screen that you guys don't get to see, but he's awesome.
Totally coordinating it all.
I just do my thing.
Just wait till you have kids. We'll hear about you.
I start a whole bunch of stories with if I ever accidentally have children.
That's how I had 3 of them.
I was just going to say, isn't that how it happens?
I never did figure out what was making those babies. So, thank you so much.
A couple notes. Look out for the relaunch of the website plainlearntoys.ca. That's being designed by David at Monolith Digital, based out of Edmonton. So that'll be happening soon. So you can join us on Twitter and Facebook to keep updated and stay in touch with us, give us feedback, comments, and there'll be also promotions and giveaways happening once the new site's launched. You're laughing.
I'm laughing at Charlie. Sorry.
Yes. Thanks for that. Yeah.
2 out of 3 babies prefer dads. I'm just
a little something to look forward to to, on our next show, we will be talking about baby wearing. So that brings us to the end of our show for today. Thanks for viewing us live. Let your friends know about the show, Mommy Talk, here on Fuse Logic TV. We're always looking for guests and sponsors, so if you know anyone who'd like to be a guest or interested in advertising opportunities, or even have ideas on topics for our show, feel free to contact me by visiting the website at playandlearntoys.ca. I'm your host, Mommy Talk, Narissa Singh. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.